Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Life, it's a journey. And on that journey, success, it's something we all want. Everybody's chasing it, but not everyone knows the secret to truly finding it. I'm here to drop some wisdom on you, the stuff that's helped me along the way, and it's going to make a difference if you take it to heart. Now, listen up. Success isn't an accident. It's not some random stroke of luck. It's a choice, a decision you make every single day when you wake up. You have to make up your mind that you're going to get it. You don't stumble into success. It's earned. It's fought for. Belief in yourself. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of belief where you wake up and think, I might be successful someday. No. You have to wake up thinking, today is my day. I'm going to make it happen today. Because if you don't believe it, no one else will. And if you're waiting for someone to believe in you, you're going to be waiting a long time. You've got to have that fire in your belly, that unshakable faith that no matter what, you're going to make it. But here's where people mess up. They think the road to success is easy. They think it's just about showing up, and somehow it's all going to fall into place. Let me tell you, the road to success is hard. It's full of obstacles. It's got detours. It's got people telling you it can't be done. It's got failures. It's got setbacks. But that's part of the game. The secret of success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to it. You fail, you get back up. You get knocked down, you stand right back up. It's not the falling that matters, it's the getting up. That's the difference between the successful and the unsuccessful. And listen, another big secret of success is consistency. Success is not about a one-time effort. You've got to show up every day and put in the work. If you want to be great, you've got to commit to being great every single day, even when it's hard, even when you feel like you're not making progress. It's those days, those tough moments that separate the winners from the wannabes. And don't get distracted by all the noise. Focus. The world's got a lot to say about what you should be doing, how you should be living, who you should be, but guess what? Success doesn't come from following someone else's blueprint. It comes from sticking to your own path, your own vision. Keep your eyes on your prize and block out the distractions. Stay in your lane. One more thing, take action. You can have all the dreams, all the plans, all the ideas in the world, but if you don't do anything about it, nothing's going to happen. You've got to get up and make it happen. Success is a verb. It's a series of actions. It's hustle, sweat, hard work, and persistence. If you sit back and wait for success to find you, it's never going to knock on your door. So what's the secret? It's belief, it's resilience, it's consistency, it's focus, and it's action. You have all the tools you need inside you. You've got the power to be successful, but it's up to you to unlock it. And when you do, watch out, because success is waiting for you. So don't wait. Get up, get going, and go get what's yours. Success is out there. It's waiting for you to claim it. Let's go. Belief in yourself is the cornerstone of all success. Without self-belief, all the talent in the world, all the hard work, all the preparation will amount to nothing. It all starts with a thought, a belief. If you don't believe that you are capable, you won't put in the effort required to reach your goals. If you don't believe that you can succeed, you'll never even try. Belief in yourself isn't just about positive thinking. It's a deep-rooted, unshakable confidence that you have the ability to handle whatever challenges come your way. It's understanding that success is not reserved for a select few. It's something that anyone can achieve if they truly believe they can. Self-belief is not something you're born with. It's not a genetic trait, and it's not something you inherit. It's something you develop over time. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It's forged in the trials and tribulations of life. The more you face, the more you overcome, the more you realize that you are capable of handling whatever life throws at you. There will be moments of doubt, moments where the weight of the world feels too much to bear. But in those moments, it's the belief in yourself that becomes your anchor. It's what keeps you going when everything else tells you to quit. Believing in yourself is about trusting your own abilities. It's about looking at your past accomplishments and understanding that you have done hard things before and you can do hard things again. It's acknowledging the struggles you've faced, the obstacles you've overcome, and the lessons you've learned. Every single experience, whether good or bad, has prepared you for what lies ahead. If you've made it through tough times before, then you have the strength to keep pushing forward. The key is remembering that those past experiences are not just memories. They are proof that you can handle whatever comes next. But belief in yourself doesn't come easy. It's easy to be swayed by the opinions of others, to let someone else's judgment influence the way you see yourself. People will try to tell you that you can't do something. They'll tell you it's too hard, too risky, or too impossible. They may not even mean to discourage you, but their doubts and criticisms can seep into your own thinking if you're not careful. If you allow it, external negativity can shake your belief in yourself. That's why it's so important to filter out the noise, to protect your mindset from the negativity of others. It's your life, your journey, and only you can determine what you're capable of. No one else has the right to define your limits. Self-belief also involves having the courage to fail. Many people don't believe in themselves because they're afraid of failure. They think that if they fail, it means they're not good enough or that they've somehow missed the mark. The reality is, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every successful person has faced failure. Every single one of them has stumbled along the way. When you are integrated in the dominant mindset, the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful people understand that failure is just a stepping stone. It's a lesson. It's feedback. And the most important part of it is how you respond to it. If you believe in yourself, you won't let failure stop you. You'll let it fuel you. You'll take the lessons, adjust your approach, and keep moving. Another aspect of self-belief is the ability to block out self-doubt. Everyone has moments of insecurity, moments where they question if they're good enough, capable enough, smart enough. The difference is successful people don't let those doubts control them. They acknowledge the doubts, but they don't let them dictate their actions. They understand that doubt is a natural part of the process, but they don't let it stop them. Instead, they lean into their belief in themselves, knowing that doubt is just a temporary feeling, not a permanent state. They keep moving forward despite the fear because they trust that they have the strength to push through and come out stronger on the other side. Self-belief also means trusting your instincts. In a world where there is so much noise, so much advice, it's easy to lose track of your own inner voice. We often seek validation from others, but the truth is, no one knows your path better than you do. Trusting your instincts means listening to that inner guidance, that gut feeling that tells you what's right for you. It's knowing when to say yes, when to say no, and when to follow your own path without seeking approval from anyone else. Trusting yourself means recognizing that your instincts, your thoughts, and your feelings are valid. They are a reflection of who you are, and they are worth following. Belief in yourself is also about being patient with your journey. So often we expect things to happen overnight. We want success now. And when it doesn't come as quickly as we'd like, it's easy to lose faith. But success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time, it takes effort, it requires persistence and determination. There will be moments when progress seems slow, when the results aren't showing up as quickly as you hope, that's when belief in yourself becomes even more important. It's in those moments that you have to remind yourself that success isn't always immediate. It's a gradual process. And every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. You have to trust that if you keep going, even when it feels like nothing is happening, eventually you will see the fruits of your labor. Self-belief is also about setting boundaries. In a world that often demands so much of us, it's easy to lose sight of what's truly important. But when you believe in yourself, you understand the importance of protecting your energy. You know that in order to succeed, you have to prioritize your time and your well-being. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't give your best if you're constantly drained. So belief in yourself means saying no when you need to, taking time for self-care, and making sure you are physically, mentally, and emotionally prepared to face the challenges ahead. Lastly, belief in yourself is about taking responsibility for your life. It's about realizing that you are the creator of your own destiny. No one else is responsible for your success. No one else is responsible for your happiness. You are the one who gets to choose how you respond to life's circumstances. Life is not always going to be easy, and there will be plenty of obstacles along the way. But when you believe in yourself, you take ownership of your actions and decisions. You don't blame others for your circumstances. You take control and decide what to do next. Belief in yourself means knowing that you have the power to create the life you want. And it starts with the belief that you can. Failure is often viewed as something to avoid, something to fear, and something that defines our limits. But the truth is, failure is not the enemy. It's not a permanent state, nor is it something that makes you a failure. Failure is simply a part of the journey to success. It's an inevitable and necessary part of growth. Every successful person you admire has failed, probably many times, and they continue to fail. But what sets them apart is their ability to see failure for what it truly is, an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to failure. When you encounter failure, it feels painful. It feels like rejection, disappointment, and sometimes even humiliation. It's easy in those moments to let failure define you. It's tempting to tell yourself that you weren't cut out for this, that you don't have what it takes, or that success is only for other people. But here's the thing, failure, it's just a setback. It's a moment in time, not a reflection of your entire life. If you want to succeed, you have to change your perspective on failure. You have to embrace it as a stepping stone, a chance to adjust your approach, and a tool that helps you grow stronger. Failure teaches you lessons that success simply cannot. When you succeed, everything feels great, and it's easy to think that you have all the answers. But when you fail, you're forced to look closely at what went wrong, why it happened, and how you can improve. The lessons learned in those moments are often far more valuable than anything you could have gained from an easy win. Every failure teaches you something about yourself, about your strengths, your weaknesses, and your resilience. You learn what works and what doesn't. You learn what you're truly capable of, and you discover how to approach challenges differently next time. Failure is a great teacher because it doesn't give you the option to skip the hard work. When things go wrong, you can't just ignore the problem or brush it off. You have to confront it. You have to face the reality of what happened and deal with it head on. The way you handle failure reveals a lot about who you are and how badly you want success. If you let failure stop you, if you let it break your spirit, then you've missed the point. But if you get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward, then failure has done its job. It has made you stronger, more resilient, and more determined to succeed. One of the most important things you can do after failure is to reflect on what happened. Ask yourself why things didn't work out the way you expected. What did you learn? What could you have done differently? This process of self-reflection is crucial for personal growth. If you never take the time to learn from your failures, you're doomed to repeat them. But if you approach failure with a mindset of growth, you'll continue to evolve and improve. You'll begin to see failure not as a setback, but as a tool for refinement. Each failure brings you closer to the person you need to become in order to succeed. The fear of failure is often the biggest obstacle to success. Many people are afraid to try because they don't want to fail. They worry about what others will think, or they fear the shame and embarrassment that come with falling short. But fear of failure only holds you back. If you let it control you, it will stop you from taking risks, stepping outside your comfort zone, and pursuing your dreams. The reality is that failure is inevitable. No one is exempt. And the more you resist it, the more you keep yourself from achieving your full potential. Embracing failure, on the other hand, opens up a world of possibilities. It frees you from the fear that keeps you stuck and allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that failure is not the end, but just a part of the process. One of the most powerful ways to overcome failure is to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing failure as something negative, try to view it as a temporary setback. Remind yourself that it's not the end of the road, it's simply a detour. The most successful people in the world have faced failure. They have had to navigate difficult situations, and they've been knocked down, just like you. But what sets them apart is their attitude. They refuse to let failure define them. Instead, they view it as a challenge to be conquered, an opportunity to get better and stronger. If you adopt that same mindset, you'll find that failure becomes less frightening and more manageable. It's also important to remember that success is not linear. It doesn't happen in a straight line. There are ups and downs, twists and turns, and detours along the way. Failure is just a part of that process. The road to success is rarely easy, and there will be bumps along the way. But those bumps are what make the journey worth it. Without failure, success would be hollow. It's the struggle, the perseverance, and the ability to overcome obstacles that make success meaningful. When you look back on your achievements, it's the moments of failure that you'll remember the most, because those are the moments that shaped you into the person you are today. The key to handling failure is not to dwell on it for too long. Of course, it's important to reflect and learn from your mistakes, but you cannot let failure paralyze you. The longer you linger in that space of disappointment, the harder it becomes to move forward. You have to be willing to let go of the past, to forgive yourself, and to embrace the future. Every new day is a chance to start fresh, to make progress, and to continue moving toward your goals. The longer you hold on to past failures, the more they hold you back. Let go of the shame, the guilt, and the self-doubt. Focus on what comes next and what you can do today to improve. Another important aspect of failure is understanding that it doesn't define your worth. So often, people tie their sense of self to their accomplishments. They believe that if they succeed, they are worthy, and if they fail, they are not. But your worth as a person is not determined by what you achieve. It's intrinsic. Failure doesn't make you any less valuable. It doesn't change who you are or diminish your potential. You are still capable, still worthy, and still deserving of success. Failure is simply a part of the process, not a reflection of your value as a person. Finally, failure is not just about what you learn, but about how you grow. Every failure has the potential to make you stronger, more resilient, and more resourceful. It builds character. It teaches you patience, perseverance, and grit. The most successful people in the world are often the ones who have faced the most adversity. They've failed, they've struggled, but they've kept going. And that's what makes them successful. Their ability to embrace failure, learn from it, and keep moving forward is what sets them apart. Consistency is one of the most powerful and often underrated keys to success. It's easy to get excited about something new, to dive into a project with all your energy, and to be motivated by the thrill of starting something fresh. But that initial excitement can quickly fade, and what's left is the steady, everyday grind, the work that isn't as glamorous, the work that doesn't come with immediate results or recognition. Consistency is what separates those who make their dreams a reality from those who fall short. It's not the big bursts of effort that bring success. It's the small, consistent actions taken day after day, even when no one is watching, even when progress seems slow. Success isn't built overnight. It's a result of small, deliberate actions taken over time. It's the product of showing up day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's difficult, and even when the rewards seem distant. This is where most people fail. They start strong but lose momentum because they expect instant results. They get frustrated when they don't see the progress they want, and they give up before they've had the chance to really see the fruits of their labor. But success doesn't work like that. True success requires consistency. It requires a commitment to keep going, even when things aren't going as planned, even when you're not seeing the immediate rewards of your effort. The secret to success lies in the daily, repeated actions that may seem small and insignificant in the moment, but they add up over time. Think about how you improve at anything, whether it's learning a new skill, building a business, or working toward a personal goal. It's the constant repetition of the task that leads to mastery. You don't become good at something by practicing once in a while. What you become good at is mastery over time. You become good at it by doing it consistently, making incremental progress, and pushing through the hard days when you don't feel like putting in the effort. One of the most important aspects of consistency is discipline. It's the ability to stay committed to your goals, even when external motivation is lacking. Motivation is powerful, but it's fleeting. Some days you'll feel inspired, full of energy, ready to tackle anything. Other days you'll struggle to find the will to continue. But that's where discipline comes in. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's the quiet, unwavering commitment to your goals, even when the excitement has worn off. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you'd rather sleep in. It's what keeps you working toward your goals when the world seems to be telling you that it's not worth it. Without discipline, consistency becomes almost impossible. You need that inner strength to keep pushing forward, even when it feels like you're not making any progress. Consistency also requires patience. So often we want to see immediate results. We want to hit our targets now, and we want the rewards of our efforts to show up right away, but success doesn't happen that fast. It's a gradual process. When you're consistent, you have to trust that the work you're doing today will pay off tomorrow, even if you can't see it yet. This requires patience. It's the ability to stick with something for the long haul, even when the results are delayed. Another key aspect of consistency is focus. In order to be consistent, you need to be focused on your goals. It's easy to get distracted by the many opportunities and challenges that come your way. It's easy to get sidetracked by things that seem important in the moment, but aren't actually moving you closer to your long-term goals. Consistency requires that you remain focused on what really matters. You have to be able to say no to distractions and keep your attention on the tasks that will bring you the most progress. Staying focused doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible, but it does mean prioritizing your time and energy in a way that supports your success. It's about consistently saying yes to the things that align with your vision and no to the things that don't. Consistency also means being willing to make adjustments when necessary. Just because you're consistent doesn't mean you're always going to be doing things the same way. Sometimes your approach needs to evolve. Sometimes you need to pivot. The key is that consistency doesn't mean stubbornness. It means being persistent in your effort while also being open to learning and growth. If something isn't working, consistency requires that you try something different while still maintaining your commitment to progress. It's the willingness to stay the course, but also the ability to be flexible when you hit a roadblock. One of the most powerful things about consistency is that it builds momentum. Momentum is one of the most important factors in achieving success. Once you get a project or goal moving, it's much easier to keep it going. Consistency creates momentum by making your actions automatic. When you do something every day, it becomes a habit. And once something becomes a habit, it takes less effort to maintain. You don't have to rely on willpower to keep going because it's now a part of your routine. You don't have to think about it as much. And you can focus your energy on improving and refining your efforts. Momentum propels you forward, and it becomes easier to keep going once you've built it up. The key is to keep moving, even when it feels like progress is slow. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you build, and the easier it becomes to keep pushing toward your goal. Consistency also leads to mastery. The more you practice, the better you get. You can't expect to become great at something if you only put in the effort occasionally. Mastery comes from consistent practice, from repeating a skill until it becomes second nature. Whether you're learning a new instrument, training for a marathon, or building a business, it's the consistent effort that leads to mastery. The small daily improvements compound over time, and before you know it, you've achieved a level of expertise that you never thought possible. Consistency creates a foundation of knowledge, skill, and experience that allows you to take on bigger challenges and achieve even greater success. While consistency is important, it's also vital to recognize that it's not just about the effort you put in, it's also about the quality of that effort. Being consistent doesn't mean just going through the motions. It means putting in the work with focus and intention. If you're showing up every day but not giving your best, then you're not going to get the results you're looking for. Consistency requires that you bring your best effort every single time. It's about showing up with purpose, with energy, and with the determination to do your best even when it feels like no one is watching. Finally, consistency is about resilience. There will be setbacks. There will be days when things don't go according to plan, when you feel like you're making little progress, or when you face unexpected challenges. Consistency requires that you don't let those setbacks derail you. It means continuing on your path even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. It means bouncing back after failure, learning from your mistakes, and using those lessons to keep moving forward. Success is not about avoiding failure or obstacles. It's about overcoming them. And consistency gives you the resilience you need to do just that. Staying focused is one of the most critical elements in achieving success. In today's fast-pacing world, distractions are everywhere. We live in a time where it's easier than ever to become sidetracked, whether it's from social media, the endless stream of notifications, or the constant bombardment of emails and messages. The world is full of distractions that can take your attention away from your goals. And if you're not careful, these distractions can derail your progress. Staying focused requires discipline, self-awareness, and the ability to filter out the noise in order to zero in on what truly matters. It's about resisting the temptation to give in to immediate gratification and staying committed to long-term goals even when the path gets tough. Focus is not just about blocking out distractions. It's about channeling your energy and attention on a single task, a single goal, or a single vision. It's about being present in whatever you're doing, giving it your full attention, and working with intention. It's easy to think that multitasking will help you get more done, but the truth is, when you're constantly switching between tasks, your brain is forced to recalibrate, which wastes time and mental energy. Staying focused on one thing at a time allows you to give it your best effort, leading to better quality work and faster progress. One of the biggest challenges to staying focused is the overwhelming number of things that demand our attention. Every day, there are hundreds, if not thousands of things that can pull you away from what you're working on. Whether it's the constant ping of your phone, the temptation to check your email, or the lure of a new idea or project, it's easy to lose track of what's most important. In these moments, it's important to remind yourself that not everything deserves your attention. Some things are urgent but not important, while others are important but not urgent. Understanding the difference between the two allows you to prioritize your time and energy in a way that supports your goals. Staying focused also requires an understanding of your own personal distractions. We all have things that take us away from our tasks, whether it's an external distraction like a phone call or a conversation with a colleague, or an internal distraction, like a wandering mind or a sudden craving for something sweet. Recognizing these distractions is the first step in learning how to manage them. If you know that you're prone to checking your phone every few minutes, you can take steps to limit that behavior, like turning off notifications or putting your phone in another room. If you struggle with staying focused because your mind constantly drifts, you can practice mindfulness techniques or meditation to strengthen your ability to stay in the moment. It's also important to note that staying focused doesn't mean working non-stop without a break. In fact, taking regular breaks can actually improve your focus and productivity. The human brain wasn't designed to focus on a single task for hours at a time. After a certain point, your brain becomes fatigued and your ability to concentrate diminishes. This is why it's important to give yourself time to recharge. The key is finding a balance between periods of intense focus and moments of rest. When you take breaks, make sure they're intentional and allow you to recharge, whether that's going for a walk, stretching, or simply stepping away from your work for a few minutes. This will help you come back with renewed energy and a sharper focus. A crucial aspect of staying focused is setting clear, specific goals. It's easy to get lost in the shuffle of daily tasks, but when you have a clear sense of what you want to achieve, it's easier to stay focused on the path that will lead you there. Goals give you direction and purpose, and they help you prioritize your time and energy. Without clear goals, it's easy to get distracted by things that don't contribute to your long-term success. Setting goals helps you stay on track, providing a roadmap that keeps you focused and moving forward. One of the best ways to stay focused is to break down large goals into smaller, manageable tasks. When you have a big, long-term goal, it can feel overwhelming, and that can make it difficult to stay motivated. But if you break that goal down into smaller tasks, it becomes much more manageable. Each small task completed brings you one step closer to your ultimate goal, and the sense of accomplishment you feel from completing these smaller tasks keeps you motivated. Instead of looking at the big picture and feeling discouraged, focus on one task at a time. This not only helps you maintain focus, but also allows you to build momentum as you complete each step along the way. Having a strong sense of purpose also plays a major role in staying focused. When you're clear on why you're working toward your goals, it becomes easier to stay committed even when things get tough. Purpose provides the motivation to push through obstacles and keep moving forward, even when the road is long and challenging. If you're working toward a goal that you don't feel strongly about, it's easy to lose focus and give up when things get difficult. But if your goal aligns with your values and your deeper sense of purpose, you'll find the strength to stay focused and persevere. Another key element of focus is learning how to say no. There are always opportunities, requests, and distractions that will come your way, and while some of them may be worthwhile, Many of them are simply not aligned with your goals. Saying yes to everything can spread you thin and prevent you from giving your best effort to the things that matter most. Learning to say no is an important skill that helps you protect your time and energy. By saying no to distractions and opportunities that aren't in line with your goals, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters. You also need to stay accountable, especially when you're working on long-term goals. When there's no external deadline or pressure, it's easy to lose focus and let things slide. Having someone to check in with or having a system of accountability can help you stay on track. This could be a mentor, a friend, or even a self-imposed accountability system. The act of knowing that someone is going to check in on your progress forces you to stay focused and maintain discipline in your work. Accountability adds a layer of responsibility which can help you stay committed to your goals. Staying focused also requires recognizing when it's time to adjust your strategy. Focus doesn't mean being rigid or unwilling to change course when necessary. Sometimes you'll need to reassess your approach, whether because you've encountered an obstacle or because you've learned something new that requires a shift in direction. The key is not to let the need for change derail your focus. Adjustments can be made without losing sight of the ultimate goal. Being able to adapt while staying focused on the end result is a critical skill that will help you stay on track in the face of challenges. Finally, maintaining focus requires self-awareness. It's essential to recognize when your focus is slipping, when you're starting to get distracted, and when your energy is starting to wane. Being self-aware allows you to correct course before you lose momentum. This can involve taking a moment to refocus, reassess your priorities, or even take a break when necessary. Being mindful of your energy and attention levels can help you maintain focus and make adjustments as needed. Self-awareness also allows you to recognize when external factors such as stress or burnout are interfering with your ability to stay focused and to take steps to address them. Your mindset is one of the most powerful forces in determining your success. It's the lens through which you view the world, yourself, and your potential. Your mindset shapes the way you approach challenges, the way you handle failure, and the way you take action toward your goals. In fact, your mindset is so important that it can either propel you forward or hold you back. The right mindset enables you to embrace opportunities, overcome obstacles, and stay focused on your path to success. A negative or limiting mindset, on the other hand, can prevent you from reaching your potential and achieving your dreams. One of the key elements of a success-driven mindset is the belief that you are capable of growth and change. People with a growth mindset understand that intelligence, talent, and ability are not fixed traits. They are qualities that can be developed over time with effort and perseverance. This belief opens the door to endless possibilities because it removes the limitations that come with thinking that you've reached your peak or that you can't improve. Those with a growth mindset embrace challenges, see failure as an opportunity to learn, and understand that the journey to success is filled with growth and evolution. They approach every experience as a chance to get better, knowing that no matter where they are today, they have the ability to improve tomorrow. On the other hand, a fixed mindset can severely limit your potential. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence are predetermined and cannot be changed. This belief leads them to shy away from challenges, fearing that failure would reflect poorly on their innate abilities. When things don't come easily, or when they face obstacles, they tend to give up more quickly. A fixed mindset keeps you stuck in your comfort zone, limiting your growth and keeping you from pursuing opportunities that could lead to success. But by adopting a growth mindset, you can break free from these self-imposed limitations and open up new paths for learning, improvement, and achievement. Another crucial aspect of mindset is how you view failure. Many people see failure as something to be avoided at all costs. They fear it, run from it, and take it personally when it happens. But the truth is, failure is an essential part of the journey to success. The most successful people are those who have failed the most because they've used those failures as stepping stones to greater achievements. A mindset that views failure as a learning experience rather than as a personal defeat is essential for long-term success. When you fail, it doesn't mean you're not capable or that your dreams are unattainable. It simply means that you've encountered a roadblock and now it's time to figure out how to move past it. Those with a success-oriented mindset understand that failure is not the end of the road. Instead, it's an opportunity to reassess, to learn, and to try again with new knowledge and experience. They don't dwell on their mistakes or let them define their future. Instead, they focus on the lessons they can learn from each failure and use that wisdom to move forward more effectively. Failure, in this sense, becomes a tool for growth, not an obstacle to success. This mindset allows individuals to remain resilient in the face of setbacks and keeps them motivated to keep going even when the going gets tough. In addition to having a growth mindset and embracing failure, having a positive mindset is also essential for success. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is always going to be easy. Rather, it's about maintaining an optimistic outlook, believing in your ability to succeed, and staying hopeful even when faced with challenges. People with a positive mindset are more likely to take risks, persevere through adversity, and remain hopeful even in the face of uncertainty. They believe that obstacles are temporary and that they have the power to overcome them. This optimism helps them stay focused on their goals and motivated to keep working towards success, even when things aren't going as planned. Hi, Jonah. A positive mindset also helps you maintain perspective. When faced with challenges, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity and to start focusing on all the things that aren't working. However, a positive mindset helps you shift your focus toward the things that are working and the opportunities that are available. It helps you find solutions rather than dwelling on problems. A positive attitude is contagious too. When you stay positive, you inspire those around you to adopt the same mindset, creating an environment that fosters growth, collaboration, and success. In addition to having a growth mindset, embracing failure, and maintaining a positive outlook, another key element of a success-driven mindset is the ability to take responsibility for your own actions. Successful people don't blame others or external circumstances for their problems. They take full ownership of their decisions, actions, and outcomes. They understand that their success is ultimately in their hands, and they don't waste time complaining about things they can't control. Instead, they focus on what they can control, how they respond to challenges, the effort they put into their work, and the attitude they bring to every situation. Taking responsibility for your actions also means being willing to take risks. Success rarely comes to those who play it safe all the time. It comes to those who are willing to step outside of their comfort zones, to try new things, and to put themselves out there, even if there's a chance of failure. A mindset that embraces risk-taking is crucial for success because it allows you to seize opportunities that others may shy away from. Taking risks doesn't mean being reckless or impulsive. It means making calculated decisions and stepping into uncertainty with the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. Success-oriented individuals also understand the importance of persistence. Achieving your goals often requires sustained effort over a long period of time. There will be times when the path to success feels slow, when progress seems minimal, or when the obstacles seem insurmountable. During these times, it's easy to get discouraged and want to give up. But those with a success-driven mindset understand that persistence is key. They keep pushing forward even when things get tough. They know that success is often just around the corner from failure, and they're willing to keep going even when the end result isn't immediately in sight. It's this persistence, combined with a growth mindset and a positive outlook, that leads to long-term success. In order to maintain a success-oriented mindset, it's also important to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a huge impact on your mindset. If you surround yourself with negative, pessimistic people who discourage you from pursuing your goals, it will be much harder to maintain a positive, success-driven mindset. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with supportive, motivated individuals who encourage your growth and share your vision for success, you'll be more likely to stay focused on your goals and keep pushing forward. Building a network of like-minded individuals can provide you with the motivation and support you need to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Another important aspect of a success-driven mindset is self-belief. If you don't believe in your own ability to succeed, it's much harder to take the necessary actions and make the decisions that will lead to success. Self-doubt is one of the most powerful forces that can hold you back. It's the voice in your head that tells you that you're not good enough, that your goals are unrealistic, or that you'll never make it. However, those with a success-oriented mindset learn how to quiet that voice and replace it with a belief in themselves. They understand that they are capable of achieving great things, even if the road to success is difficult. Self-belief is not about arrogance. It's about having the confidence to pursue your dreams and to take the necessary steps to achieve them. It's about trusting yourself, your abilities, and your potential, and knowing that you have what it takes to succeed. Lastly, it's important to understand that developing a success-oriented mindset is an ongoing process. It's not something that happens overnight, and it's not something that you can simply switch on and off. It requires continuous effort, self-reflection, and growth. There will be times when you slip into negative thought patterns, when you doubt yourself, or when you struggle to stay focused. But with consistent effort, you can train your mind to embrace positivity, resilience, and growth. Every day is an opportunity to strengthen your mindset, to reaffirm your belief in yourself, and to continue moving toward the success you desire.